Hello my soul family, welcome to today's spirituality retreat. Today we are celebrating the new moon in Libra. This is a wonderful way to start our autumn season in love, in peace, in grace, in this heavenly serenity. So for today's retreat, we are here gathered. We're going to begin with our Sambo healing session first, and then we're going to get into our spiritual talk, our oracle reading, our sacred prayer, and then setting some intentions as well for this new moon cycle. So let's get started. Let's get in this heavenly Zen energy to start our spiritual talk in the most serene and clear vibration. Just surrender to the soothing music. This is a time of compassion, of gentleness. This is a time of being soft. Soften your energy. Soften your reactions. Soften your outlook on life. Into your divine feminine energy. This is where you can respond with love. This is where you can see clearly with your heart and not your mind. Life is short. We don't know how long these gifts last. Don't take any of your blessings for granted. Hello, my soul family. Welcome to our spirituality retreat for this new moon in Libra. This is a wonderful time today as we sit in the beginning of autumn season, and we are going to start to experience also harvest of our hard work, of our dreams, our wishes to God, our intentions. This is the time to receive. So now more important than ever, it's important to be open-hearted, to be receptive to all these blessings, these new gifts that have yet to come. Whatever gifts that we have received in the past couple months, I feel like they are unfinished, or there's something missing, or it's like maybe something is not the real thing, right? Because this is where harvest season comes. And there's a lot of astrological energy as well playing out with this. We are in 6 planet retrogrades. So we have been experiencing a lot of past glimpses and revisiting past lessons for closure. Final closure for eternity, you can say. No more are we going to look back and reminiscence or think what if, or even play out a different scenario, because that's missing out on the present moment and on the future. The future is about to get started, and this is beautiful because all these planet retrogrades are going to come back direct around mid-October, so it's like right around the corner, and a lot of truths are being revealed. Everything is going to be put out on the table, and it's also how we feel, because this Libra energy does bring a lot of balance within self, right? Our yin, our yang, our inner divine masculine, inner divine feminine. But it also makes that physical and brings divine partnerships together. The true divine feminines and divine masculines that are here for a mission, a purpose, to do things together. God is pushing these two people together, couples around the world that are meant to be doing something big in this life, revolutionary for the light. And this is a very potent time to do revolutionary work. This is historic times right now, and anybody in the past who has made it into the history books and has made change, has done something legendary, these are the people now who have that same push, that same drive, that are going to be remembered in the future. So don't stop, don't give up on what you're doing. Despite the exhaustion, remember these planets retrogrades can take away our energy, but that's no reason to stop or give up, because in our mindset, we know where we're going, and we know when we are aware of everything that's happening, not only planetarily, but spiritually and energetically, that we can make it forward. God has given us all the tools, the wisdom, and the information needed. So I would love to start today's spiritual talk with setting intentions before we actually get even deeper into today's energy, because I feel that there is still room for making these last wishes that you want to manifest. So I brought a journal with me here today that has a hummingbird. We can think of the hummingbird as the little birdie that sings God's hymns, like the Psalms in the Bible, right? And if you all don't know, I've actually have a podcast where we look into the Bible. And we are always referred back a lot to the book of Psalms, which is the Songs of David. And they are very powerful because, all of them praise God, yes, but they also plead God when in times of trouble. When we feel like we are at the lowest of lows, when we feel alone, when we feel defeated. And this is where God is calling us right now, to sing to Him. I've been doing a lot of singing in my meditation series, which you can always have access to when you join my meditation series at ChristieRamirez.com/meditation, and listen to this heavenly angelic frequency that is going to raise your vibration. And so this is why I brought a little bit of this angelic frequency as our background music today. It really opens up all of our chakras, especially the crown and higher chakras. So take a minute right now to think of 5 things that you want to manifest this fall season into winter and into the new year. I'll give you 5 minutes to do this. So we finished with setting our intentions in our journal. And before we get started now with our spiritual talk, I feel like we're doing everything in reverse. So there's a reason for that. Let us do our sacred prayer to start. And yes, let's begin. Dear God, thank you for your presence right now with us, here in our hearts, in our soul, for helping us to ascend in this life, grow on a soul level, stand by our divine partner, and be on our soul purpose, our highest mission on this planet. We know that you need us, and we are here to serve you, God. We are here to heal others as we heal ourselves, and we are here to love and be the light in this world. Thank you, God, for your blessings, your protection, your guidance, because I know that in this life right now, it is very chaotic out there. It's confusing for a lot of people, and a lot of souls find themselves lost. It's very sad. But we here, as leaders of the light, as light workers, we are here to guide others as much as we can. We are doing the best that we can in our part, and we ask that you help us to get this message out across to the people. We ask you to get more people on this boat of light, on this mission, in this group over here. We ask you, God, that you awaken those asleep souls, those unawakened beings who are just going about their life with no direction, no purpose. And we ask that you get them on a true soul path that is going to not only help you, God, but also be more loving people, be more understanding, be more souls of compassion. Because when we are in the light, we are in this high vibration, and it's just another energetic field where everything is love and light, literally. And we wish that upon everybody. We wish world peace. We wish that everybody would get along. But more than anything, I pray to you, God, that those light workers who find themselves isolated or alone, help them find their tribe and connect with those that are on that same energetic frequency, because I know that there is people like those that are not perhaps surrounded by the right crowd. And there is a reason for that, right? Because you place these light workers strategically around the world for them to be the light, but help them to find that support themselves as well in this physical field, and so that we may be a powerful force that much stronger together, and then conquer whatever it is that's trying to take away the peace in this world. Because our Mother Gaia, our Mother Earth, is precious, and we know, God, that you are overlooking from the sky up there with your angels and all the ascended masters and angelic realm and the spirits. Thank you, God, for helping us to stay in this light, in this love vibration, and helping us to always show up for the mission no matter what. Thank you, and I hope that this new moon in Libra will bring a lot of balance and harmony in your life, in your personal life, as well as your outer external life. Namaste. Welcome to our spiritual talk. So today we are here for a very beautiful energy. I feel like it's also very humbling because we are here with a plea to God to give us direction, give us a purpose as well, to take away any emptiness in our soul, any boredom that you might feel in life, because that's a huge sign that something's missing. And God is filling up these holes that we are currently finding ourselves in with love, with blessings, with a new gift, something to put our focus on. This is about being clear as where we want to put our focus on during this new moon cycle. Make sure that it's creating more harmony and balance in your life, not disharmony or unbalance. Because if it is, then you know it's not for you. And you might need to let it go, right? And if it comes back to you, then it was always meant to be yours. But I feel like now more than ever, we are highly intuitive enough to know what's for us and what's not. And where we are deceiving ourselves as well, where you need to take those blindfolds off. Again, we have 6 planets in retrograde, so there's a lot of illusions that need to be shattered and dissolved and seen clearly through that fog. Whatever it is that you created and manifested in your reality, check where your energy's at. Check where your trauma's level of healing is at. And also check where your level of trigger and projections are at. Because all of that can create scenarios in our life that maybe we don't really want, or maybe they're similar to our past, that is only going to create the similar hurt that we experienced in the past. And we don't want to revisit that pain. And the only way to cut the cords with that pain of the past is to change direction of focus, right? Not so much in the external plane, because that's already like the manifested form. If you know anything about alchemy and manifestation, it all begins at an energetic, spiritual level. So we need to check what's in our heart. Be very gentle when digging deep in there into your subconscious. What's deep in your subconscious, which is the deepest of the ocean? I think it's so synchronistic that for our last spirituality retreat, I actually did more of an envisioning retreat of us being in the deep blue ocean. And that is so symbolic of our deep subconscious. In psychology, that's your deepest hidden fears, desires, fantasies. Anything that is just not expressed is repressed. So all of that has been coming up, and it's now like right there in your physical plane during this planet's retrograde. Because retrograde, it's like going within, right? This is a time of why retrogrades are great for reflecting on our life review, on your choices, why you keep attracting the same thing over and over, how you can cut that pattern and move on to something that is divinely in plan for you in your destiny. What are you doing to block your destiny from blossoming? That is a huge main question of this new moon in Libra. Because if you're having any blockages towards your true destiny and dreams, then there is an imbalance. And there is disharmony as well. Because if you're not where you want to be in life, chances are that there is some level of frustration in your soul. And we need to get rid of this and be more compassionate. We need to soften our energy. That is what Libra teaches us as well. It's ruled by Venus. I am ruled by Venus. I'm a Taurus. So I'm bringing this earthly energy. But Libra's in very airy sign. So this is bringing in the spiritual aspect, the reasoning, why maybe you're not manifesting these beautiful things that you have in your heart into the physical plane, because now Libra energy is teaching us that it's beginning in the spiritual realms. It's beginning in your subconscious. What's in your soul? That in your aura, you are either attracting through your aura itself. Maybe it's not even mental. Again, that's the difference between our spiritual body, our mental body, and our emotional body, and then our physical body. Right? You need to check what's on your spiritual body, and that's our homework this new moon in Libra. It's really making sure that your spiritual body is clear, is pure, and you're not manifesting, aka your demons, right? Your worst nightmare. Because we all have an angel and a demon on our shoulders, right? Which one are you going to listen to? Which path are you going to follow? That is representative of either following love, your higher self, or following fears, your deepest fears, your ego self. If you're manifesting hard lessons still in your life, then you're living out still your karma. And Libra, again, is the justice energy as well. It's like, it's the judge. So I think that's so appropriate that I brought this up without even thinking about it. It's the balancing scale. What you see at court. This is the big court decision. Have you passed your karmic lessons already? And by the end of this retrograde season, when we go back all planets direct, that's going to be the final decision, you can say, of whatever court trial you are going through in your life, whether that be in relation to romantic relationships, maybe that's familiar relationships, maybe it's financial as well. We all have a money and we have relationships with money. Do you believe that you are deserving of receiving money for what you do, for your spiritual gifts? This is a huge lesson of self-worth and self-value. If you keep attracting romantic partners who take advantage of you, or who are using you, or who only want you for image, or whatever the reason may be, why is it that you're allowing that into your life, to be mistreated that way? They don't deserve you, so why are you allowing them into your life? And vice versa, right? If you find yourself maybe alone for a long time in your life, do you feel you're worthy of being treated right? Do you feel worthy of a divine partnership, of sacred sexuality as well? Are you still re-experiencing or reliving your past traumas? This is a time of healing deep inner childhood wounds, but also traumas of this life, of whatever has happened in the past 10 to 12 years. Anything that's happened before this year is the past already, right? Something that happened a second ago is the past. So what is it that you need to revisit one last time before all the planets come back direct and we're like fully into Libra season, that you need to kind of already make closure, make peace with is the word. It's a peaceful statement. The peace treaty, right? And seal it and just never look back and just move forward. What is it in your life that you consider a dream? Maybe it's like your dream relationship that you've always wanted. And again, I always say that when you're setting intentions, when it comes to partnerships, don't think of a particular person or a particular face, because life can surprise you with who it may be, how it may show up. But definitely make sure that you believe in your heart that you are deserving of the highest vibrational kind of relationship and what it is that you want. Don't sell yourself short and don't settle. Don't settle because you don't think that you're worthy enough of the real thing or for what you really want, right? Any secrets that you are hiding are gonna come out, whether it's verbally or in your expressions, or just that your soul can't take it anymore. This is when we're gonna be dropping our mask. We're gonna be dropping those walls that we built and those gates of prison that are keeping us restrained from what we really want, the kind of life that we want to live as well. Standing up to those who don't think that you can do it. This is a time of divine justice. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what kind of life you want to live, and don't let yourself be controlled by other people telling you how you should live your life. Whether that be people that you don't know, or whether that be your closest people like your parents or your siblings or family members or friends or co-workers or your boss. They have no business deciding what life path you are to choose. This is serious decisions that we're making in this life because our sole purpose is no joke. And I know that it can be difficult to manifest money at the beginning, but when you're in your highest vibration, when you're in the essence of your spiritual gifts, it can make you billions of dollars. It can make you the most abundant, not only physical money, but spiritually rich. And that's the divine justice that's coming. God is going to reward those who have been treated unfairly, who have been literal victims, not just plain victims, but they literally been victimized in this life. And God is going to bring them forward and make them the number one, make them the star, make them those that everyone will know that God's doesn't play with justice, right? I'm seeing the Judgment card here today for us, which is in the Major Arcana, a tarot card, which I actually am going to bring my tarot card. This is the thing, I didn't even bring my oracle decks out yet because I had no idea what I wanted to use. I just continued teaching my tarot class at my Soul of Light this week, and I'm feeling motivated to use our tarot cards for our oracle reading for this new moon in Libra in particular. And I wouldn't be surprised if that card came out. So that is the energy of what I'm feeling for this new moon in Libra. Very powerful energy. So let us open our hearts. I did the sound healing session first, but I want to continue to use the power of music, of instruments, to help us to rise in confidence and empowerment in our gifts that are still evolving and blossoming. This is just the beginning. A lot of us have been experiencing a major upgrade these past couple weeks, and it is for a reason as well. Trust in your abilities. You are here for a purpose. You were made for a reason. Find your path, find your niche, find your tribe. There are souls out there that have been waiting for you for a lifetime. So trust in this. If you find yourself at this level of your soul journey, that you've let go of people who perhaps served maybe your karmic past, but now don't fit in with your higher level of living, trust that God is going to find you a new tribe. And this is all divinely guided. There's also reasons for being alone on your journey. But now this Libra energy is definitely going to find us partnerships. I am feeling this very strongly. Divine partnerships, because we all need that friend, right? We all need that support. And it's not about just having anybody there, but I'm talking about a true support who you can talk these spiritual topics with, who they can understand what you're going through spiritually without judgment, because again, that's also what Libra rules. It's judgment. True love has no judgment. True love has no expectations. True love has just no labels. True love, or even true friendship, holds nothing against you and asks for nothing in return as well. It's free, right? And that's the beauty of Libra, is that we are offered spiritual liberation. That is our verdict in this court, you can say. As divine justice, it is spiritual liberation. Freedom to be yourself, freedom to be whoever you want to be in this life. That is priceless, because you don't know how long you've got. I don't care how healthy you are right now. Life is always unexpected. So we can't live like we have a million years ahead of us. We have to live for the now. We've had too many tragedies already in this life to not have learned that lesson powerfully. And I've said this a million times, but it's been more in my exclusive video. And so I'm saying this publicly now because I feel that it is important for everyone to understand this and where we're at energetically, collectively. So that is the message and the spiritual talk for this new moon in Libra. Let us get started with our oracle reading. I actually took a little small break and took them out, and we'll just get started in just a sec. Alright, so I also brought some affirmations for us today. To pull a couple. And just to start, I actually opened up the deck before, and it said, "You are enough." Right there, "You are enough." It's a pink card for us. A lot of self-love, I think, is a perfect message. And the first one is, "We rise by lifting others." I think these are the two messages from here that we are to get. There's a lot of, health and wellness trees here, like palm trees. And then we have the sky of ascension, of being risen, brought back to life, right? We channel that message in our sound healing session. This is a time when we're going to be brought back to life, and that is part of the divine justice. It is the resurrection that we're going to be experiencing. And I did do a special 3-part presentation provided by my Lightworker University that was themed the resurrection for 2022. And there's also the part 4 coming up soon. So check that out at christieramirez.com/lightworkeruniversity. I'm also a motivational speaker, so I love to do presentations as I am guided, as I feel called to do so. And this second half of the year, that is like the theme that was calling to me, is the resurrection. Jesus Christ, again, coming in strong with giving his example of being risen as spirit form and guided by the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is with us right now in soul, and the Holy Spirit is guiding us to act accordingly with our physical temple as best we could, because yes, we're humans, but we can transcend all those human distortions, which if you want to learn more about human distortions and how to overcome that, I did teach an angel study class at my School of Light, which is available. It's been completed. It's like 100 over videos in that series. We go over many angels that teaches us about different distortions that we can and have the ability to overcome. Definitely check it out at christieramirez.com/school. All right, so let's begin by clearing the energy here before we get started with our oracle reading. And I actually have a tarot deck that is crystal based. So this is like my health and wellness version of my tarot deck. And this is the version that we're going to be using today. It's the Crystal Power Tarot. And I'm excited to see the messages that we're going to get from here. And we are going to also take a look at the booklet. Alright, let us ask our angels, our ascended masters, the white light council, which is really strongly here with us, helping us to be that guiding light that the world needs, that the people need. May everyone in heaven be blessed. Anybody close to you whose souls have passed, they are safe, they are protected, they are overlooking you, they are in more peace than ever they could have been here on earth. So don't feel sorry for them. It's okay to mourn and grieve, but know that they are okay. That's what they're saying. So I'm getting a message, kind of like a medium message right now from anybody who's passed either in your life or someone you know that has had someone pass in their life. Maybe you need to give this message to them, but they are okay up there. And they're wanting you to know that they might be helping you right now as well in spirit form for something that you're doing for the mission. Maybe it's a project, maybe it's something huge or something that maybe you don't know how to do well. You're being helped. That's the main message. Can also be ancestors. Wow. All right, to begin today, we have the Knight of Wands. And this is a very powerful energy of, yes, fiery energy, resurrection, being brought to life. I make decisions without pressure. So this is part of the divine justice conversation that I just had with you. We are free to make our own decisions without hastiness. We don't need to rush our decisions either. And especially now, because we are in 6 planets retrograde, right? It's definitely time to slow down, but definitely start reflecting and thinking over carefully about the decisions that you want to make once these planets go direct. Because then there's no turning back, right? And this is the yellow calcite, which can help you with this assertiveness, this empowerment from your solar plexus, that you need to speak your truth. This is what I'm feeling. Speak your truth and make it known. No time to waste. Let us go slow with one card at a time. Let us get extra messages from the book. Action, speed, and impulsiveness. This maybe could have been something that maybe got you in trouble, maybe got you in a commitment that you can now not get out of because we're in retrograde. What have you been impulsive with in your life? This is a time of now reflecting how you can get out of this negative, self-destructive pattern. And that's reckless as well. As a person, maybe it was because maybe you had that adrenaline or that endorphin that a lot of adrenaline junkies experience, and that's kind of like sometimes what can create a lot of regret when things are not thought over. And this is more important than ever when it comes to life decisions. As a person, this Knight is dynamic and charismatic, full of fiery energy. There might be also someone in your life that maybe is going to come in suddenly into your life, maybe sweep you off your feet. Romantically, this is part of the divine partnership that maybe we are manifesting. Maybe this is an opportunity, a job opportunity. As a situation, the card shows an unexpected turn of events as well. Divine intervention, you can call it. A sudden conversation that moves a stuck situation forward as well. Maybe there has been something stuck or a block in some sort of relationship in your life or a potential connection. And whatever that block has been, it's going to be removed. There is a sudden attraction, maybe flirtation as well. So this is definitely romantic energy as well. And a flash of inspiration. This also could be a lot of creative energy being just sparked out of nowhere. So take action towards them. Definitely don't let them slip by. Whatever impact the Knight has, he brings energy. And this is good because we all need a little bit of this energy, right? The advice within this card is not to get too caught up too soon and take a moment to consider what is an offer before you proceed. Definitely always be cautious before you say yes, right? And in readings, the card also comes up to show an imminent house move. So you can also be moving houses. Maybe this is a prospective decision that you want to make in the future. This is definitely the time to start making those plans, start doing the research, start looking into it. Power messages and make decisions without pressure. Now let's get a little bit more insight into what God is maybe referring to when talking about that card. Alright, over here we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is a man here, like he has his eye on something afar. So yeah, this is something that we are wanting to run towards. And a pentacle is hand on his heart. It's like a man with a man holding his heart in his hands, you can say, or on his sleeve, right? I deserve financial security. So this is definitely money related, but it can also be love related. And if you want to attract this new moon in Libra, more financial stability in your life, use the pyrite crystal, which is a Peruvian crystal. I actually have that crystal because I do have Peruvian roots, and that crystal is so beautiful because it's all gold, and I meditate with that crystal every morning. So that's a crystal to definitely have with you in your crystal collection, and that is the one that's also going to help you manifest more abundance. And then we also have the World card. I celebrate life and welcome new energy. So yeah, this is definitely new energy, new people, new ideas, maybe new lifestyles, maybe as well. Something is blossoming. There's a lot of flowers blossoming. This is also like lots of lotus flowers in there. So this is also maybe the blossoming of your enlightenment journey as well, which is a huge theme that has been coming up a lot strongly for me lately. And I feel like it might be resonating with a lot of you out there in the collective who maybe have been spending more time within, developing your spiritual gifts, seeking enlightenment, higher wisdom. This is because this is what we are being also thrust into, a whole new world that's spiritual, it's higher. It's not of this regular mundane world. It's of a higher divine world that God is inviting us into. So that's beautiful, right? And not everybody's invited into that energy. So God chooses those who step into that world wisely. So that's a beautiful one. The crystal to work with is the titanium quartz. Let us look it up. And it is also the last card of the major arcana, which I think is also symbolic of these closures that need to come to an end to start this new cycle. So again, once these retrogrades are done with, there's something new coming up, new stories to your life that will be added into what you are striving towards, and will add to your life as well, right? Not take away from or distract or take away your energy, right? The world, number 21. A figure on top of the world dances in a cosmic rainbow. The colors of dynamic titanium quartz crystals emanate from the crown, which is the crown chakra of the dancer's head, while lotus flowers, symbols of the chakras, flourish, She is one with the universe, and her dance signifies a celebration of her connection with everything and the sense of wholeness and wonder that this brings. The meaning behind this card is that the world shows the successful completion of a life phase or project. You celebrate this, and you may even receive a gift or reward. Your horizons expand and new ideas beckon. The card also suggests physical travel, so maybe this is something that you've been wanting to do this year. This is also something that's going to be rewarded. It can suggest an overseas adventure. Your world is happy as you look to the future. This crystal titanium quartz relates to the crown chakra, the connection point between the human and the spiritual realms. This magical stone is associated with manifesting wishes, self-empowerment, confidence, and balance. Hold the card, gaze upon the titanium quartz, and see your dreams becoming a reality. So celebrate life and welcome this new energy. We need to be assertive that we are deserving of this new life. And then last but certainly not least, the Knight of Pentacles. It suggests loyalty, commitment, and planning. So yes, this is definitely loyal stories coming in, loyal people, loyal tribes. And again, thinking before committing. But Libra, with this divine partnership and energy after these retrogrades, will bring in true commitment into your life if that is what you want. So plan right now, set your plans, and see ahead into the future. As a person in your reading, this Knight carefully considers his goals. What goals have you set for yourself? What also have you committed yourself personally, right? These are goals maybe that you set at the beginning of the year, or maybe since last year. Follow through with those commitments. And with slow but steady purpose, sets out to achieve them, right? This is what we're working on diligently, slow but steady. He is trustworthy and steady rather than dynamic, and builds for the future. So we're still building. As a financial situation, the card represents good financial management and long-term investment. So this is also great for money-related issues. Overall, there are two messages. Do what is practical and take a long-term view. Consider what you can do now that will benefit you in the coming months and years. So today's power message is I deserve financial security. Very powerful. And I do feel like we need one more closing message for us today. Right away, you see the Six of Wands, which is a lot of fire energy, working with the crystal garnet, which is great for blood purification. It's great also for recharging your energy. So very great for health. I am proud of what I achieved and accept my rewards. This is like looking ahead into the future. How we need to see our future is that we are going to receive these rewards, and we're grateful ahead of time. Beautiful. Let us look up a deeper meaning to this. This is like the victory card actually in the tarot. So this is victory for these new beginnings. That have yet to start. Maybe they've started like the little first steps in the beginning, but they have yet to completely flourish, and that's what's going to continue, or maybe it's going to continue right where it left off, so that it can flourish till the finale, you can see. Six of Wands, success and acknowledgement. We're also going to be acknowledged for what we do, right? Respected even. This victorious six being sees that you are being greatly appreciated for all your efforts. So you can enjoy the feeling of pride in accomplishment. You have directed your energy, time, and passion well. So keep doing what you're doing, basically. You may also receive a gift or reward, such as a certificate, trophy, or other token of public appreciation. It can also just mean a yes answer to a question that you might have. So whatever it is that you've been working on. So that's a beautiful message for us in this spirituality retreat. Put your hand in your heart to close out today's retreat, special event. And receive this love from within. And let it emanate into all that you do. With grace, with gentleness. Soften your energy. Soften your energy. You are deserving of love, of light, of victory. You are deserving of all that you want. Set yourself free and see yourself with the most loving eyes as you would like to be seen. That is a huge lesson in this Libra energy. Because if we think about it as well, like the yin and the yang, if we want to attract a divine partnership, we also need to realize that it's going to be a mirroring energy, mirrored souls. So what you see in yourself, you probably see in them or will see in them, and vice versa. So you need to work on yourself, on seeing yourself as the most highest vibrational being, as the most loving being, and see yourself through your best self with your most loving eyes, so that you may do the same with your counterpart. So soften your energy with yourself, so that you may soften your energy with your beloved, with your other half, with your divine partner. Love yourself. It sounds cliche, but it comes back down to this. Love yourself enough to know who or what deserves you and what doesn't. Hold yourself sacred and don't stand down. Stand up for yourself, stand up for your truth. May your spiritual self be ahead of you when interacting with the world. And may others see this spiritual self first before they see your physical body. Remember that your body is but your physical temple to your spirit within. So if you treasure your soul, treasure your body. And that's in all senses. Treat yourself right, love yourself. Raise your vibration. Allow God to heal you and to love you. Have an amazing and beautiful new moon in Libra. Thank you for joining me today. You can go to ChristieRamirez.com/spirituality-retreats to watch all my other past events and more to come. Namaste. Provided by my health and wellness brand, Body, Mind, and Spirit. My name is Christie Ramirez and I'm your health and wellness expert, Reiki Master Healer. If you want to book a Reiki healing session with me, you can go to ChristieRamirez.com/booking, and I would love to send you beautiful energy. Love and light. Namaste.